So we are at the Giant Rock. We got the Giant Rock right behind us. What a fun way to spend an afternoon.
When most people think of Southern California, they picture LA's bustling streets, Orange County's sun-soaked beaches, and San Diego's laid-back beach vibes. They think of theme parks, surfing, and postcard-perfect coastlines. But there's another side to this region.
Foxtrot, to 26 left, Schneider 4 Alpha.
One that's off the beaten path, down dusty trails, and almost forgotten highways. Today, I set out to explore that other side, deep in the Mojave Desert. Hey, I'm Brett. Flying in Alaska has always been my dream, and now it's my reality. Hey. With my aircraft, I get to explore some of the most remote and wild places out here. Hey. Alaska's my playground, and I'm bringing you along for the ride. So hop in and let me show you around. This is Adventure Alaska.
Tonight I leave familiar for the great unknown. Got a couple broken arrows and my hair is grown since you saw me last, talking on an old flip phone.
We got the sky shooting inside. We're going direct 9165, 9 for
Today I shed the skin of who I used to be. Got Sinatra on a 45, I'm buzzing like a bee. Just hoping you'll come fly with me.
I departed Long Beach and navigated my way around the intricate Southern California airspace, headed east through the Cajon Pass. This route was really familiar. My very first long cross-country flight followed this exact same path. Cresting the San Bernardino Mountains, I turned toward Landers, California, with a curious destination in mind.
What doesn't kill me makes me wonder and think of what the future will bring. But how I hope for California in the spring.
All right, so we are kind of out here right now in the middle of nowhere. So we're kind of going out into this giant restricted area. There's this massive restricted area out here where they do all kinds of, I don't know, whatever the military does. These two places that I want to go see are on either side of this giant restricted area. So I'm going to go to the one, and I literally have to fly all the way around to the other one.
Took a bus back down to Nashville, in Carolina in my mind. But I hope for California one more time.
Flying in this part of California comes with its challenges, not least of which is avoiding the 29 Palms complex. It's restricted airspace 2501 Alpha Bravo and Charlie. This area is reserved for live ordnance training and combined arms exercises for infantry, artillery, and of course, air support. In other words, it is not really a place that you want to accidentally wander into. My destination today was just about a mile from the boundary, so I stayed sharp, closely monitoring my position on ForeFlight and my Garmin Era 660.
We're keeping this real tight because, like I said, right on the other side of where we're going. In fact, I can kind of see where my boundary of where I do not want to go on the other side of.
My first stop was Giant Rock, a massive boulder in the desert near Landers, said to be one of, if not the, largest freestanding rocks in the world. But this wasn't just any rock. It has a bizarre and fascinating history. In 1930s, a prospector named Frank Kritzer carved out a home beneath the rock. Later on, George Van Tassel, an aviator and UFO enthusiast, hosted what he called space conventions here, drawing believers, skeptics, and really anyone crazy enough to make the trek.
All right, so I have a feeling I know where I'm going. I think it's right on the other side of this mountain. All right, it's time to start dialing it back a bit. Oh man, they've like lined up a runway for me. This is rad. Oh man, there's people there. Okay, well at least I know where I'm going.
Heat of the summer over desert land, where the sun beats down like a cattle brand. No sign of water, but you quench my thirst. You're the only one living, and still you burn.
right, so we are at the Giant Rock. We got the Giant Rock right behind us. This place is super cool. I've met a bunch of really cool people that come out here all the time and go camping. Just the neatest, nicest group of people you could possibly run into. What a fun way to spend an afternoon. But this thing is really cool. I'm gonna go walk you guys around and show you what the Giant Rock is all about. All right, so the Giant Rock is exactly what it sounds like. Apparently there used to be like a house under here and stuff, which is pretty neat. It looks like it's collapsed since then. So this is hard to complain about. It's really what California is all about, is getting out of the congested areas and going to have a lot of fun. So this has been a blast. I'm gonna throw the drone in the air and show you guys around. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna hop back in the plane right now and get us back in the air. We've still got destinations to go, but that's the Giant Rock. Let's go see what else there is to see.
Of course, standing in front of this giant chunk of earth, I couldn't help but think,
That's just a stupid boulder.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock.
and if you don't get that joke, you've probably never seen SpongeBob. Not to worry. Until Aurora came into my life, I really hadn't either. And now I can't help but hear that line echo whenever I encounter a rock with any sort of, well, girth to it. It was time to continue the journey. I skirted the restricted airspace, refueled at 29 Palms, and made my way to my next stop, Amboy, California.
Mess of rain and dead, can't see the yellow lines anymore. The next exit has a church, then I know what I'm praying for. Set me free from the chains on my hands and feet I wear. She said, you know me, you can find me at the halfway cone by the old payphone. I'm a lover, not a runner, so I think I'll let you kiss me once. Yeah, it's 2:45 by the time I hit the hotel. Keys on the floor, falling deep into the cheap smell of 409 and knockoff pie. Phone starts to ring, but it's all in my mind. She said, you know me, you can find me at the halfway cone by the old payphone. I'm a lover, not a runner, so I think I'll let you kiss me once. It was only a dream. It was all just a dream.
Amboy is a relic of a bygone era, a quiet desert town along Route 66 that has seen better days. Once a lively waypoint for travelers, it fell into decline when newer highways bypassed the area. Now, Amboy's weathered buildings and open desert surroundings hold a haunting beauty, drawing in visitors intrigued by its history.
Realize it says, she said, you know me, you can find me at the halfway cone by the old payphone. I'm a lover, not a runner, so I think I'll let you kiss me once.
The crown jewel of Amboy is Roy's Motel and Café, an iconic outpost with a vintage sign that rises like a beacon from the desert floor. It's a nostalgic nod to mid-century Americana, a place where road-weary travelers once stopped for gas, a meal, or a friendly chat. Today, it's quieter, but no less intriguing. Landed on Amboy's famous dirt strip, I was greeted by Nicole, who essentially runs the place. She wasted no time, yelling across the parking lot for me to taxi over to the Roy's sign for a photo. Naturally, I obliged, and we snapped a sunset shot of the Hawkwagon perfectly positioned in front of the iconic sign.
Spare just a little time, don't go running round. I wanna keep you close, wanna hold you tight. I don't ever want to say goodnight.
Nicole shared stories of their plans to renovate the motel and the visitors who have kept this desert outpost alive. One such visitor was a cyclist who had actually traveled from Argentina to Alaska and was now on his way back to Argentina. Hearing his story made me rethink what adventure really means. My journey felt small in comparison to the thousands of miles that he had just pedaled and the thousands of miles that he had left to go. I picked up a Roy's sticker for the Hawkwagon, adding it to my growing collection, and said my goodbyes.
I will wear it with pride.
With the sun dipping below the horizon, I got back in the air, headed west toward Victorville.
Please,
This is so cool.
stick around. I don't want to say goodbye when the sun goes down. I want to keep you close, want to hold you tight. I don't ever want to say goodnight, but just stick around.
Nighttime flying in Southern California is something special. Ask any of my Alaskan friends, and they'd probably scoff at the idea of flying here with all of these people and all of this airspace. But when the sun sets, those people turn on their lights, transforming the basin into a shimmering sea of gold and white. It's a sight that never gets old for me. As I crossed the Cajon Pass, memories of my early flight training came rushing back. The landmarks that I used to rely on, runways, roads, and city lights, still stood out like old friends. There is something magical about flying at night, the calm and the quiet contrasting with the glow of the cities below.
Oh, I'm alright for now.
After 6.6 hours in the air, I lined up on final for 2.6 left at Long Beach, the same runway where I made my very first landing during my flight training. I touched down smoothly and made a long landing, taxied over to OCR Aviation for the night. The day had been full of adventure, meeting incredible people, learning about California's hidden history, and rediscovering why I love flying in California in the first place. It was time for dinner and catching up with old friends. But tomorrow was a new day, with new adventures waiting in the wings. I can't wait to show you what tomorrow brings.
Oh, I'm alright for now, but I need you around. I'm gonna love you till the end of time, 'cause a love like ours is hard to find. Yeah, love like ours is hard